Have you ever heard of a pirate ship that can time travel? Meet Audrey. A ship of jade and timber, Audrey was more than just a vessel. She was a companion, a confidant, and a friend to her captain, Jack. But Audrey was not ordinary by any means. She was enchanted, capable of transforming into a woman of extraordinary beauty, her emerald eyes reflecting the hue of her hull. Jack, a rugged man of the seas, shared an unspoken bond with Audrey, a bond that transcended the usual relationship between a sailor and his ship. Together, they braved the stormy seas and relished the thrill of adventure. But Audrey was not content. She yearned for new experiences, for lands yet to be discovered, for the unknown. On a fateful night while studying an ancient chart, Jack discovered a new course named the Temporal Stream. With curiosity piqued, Captain Jack, alongside Audrey, set course to this new territory. As they journeyed further into the temporal stream, they found themselves caught in a whirlpool of converging timelines. The ship twisted and turned, tossed around like a leaf in a storm, until finally they emerged in a world unlike anything they had ever seen. It was the year 2023. Audrey and Jack found themselves at the heels of the buzzing city of New York. As Audrey beheld the city through her periscope, she was entranced by the lights, the noises, the vibrancy. Skyscrapers reaching for the sky, the hum of traffic, the chatter of countless people. It was a world apart from the serene, open seas she was accustomed to. Audrey, in her magnificent wooden form, docked in the New York harbor, a peculiar sight amongst the sea of modern yachts and crusaders. In the midst of modern yachts and crusaders, Audrey stood out like a relic from the past, catching the attention of a certain historian. Simon, a historian from Brooklyn, was casually strolling along the harbor when he spotted the beautiful ship. A man of simple pleasures, with an insatiable curiosity for the relics of the past, he was immediately drawn to the uncanny sight of Audrey, a perfect 18th century pirate ship amidst the sea of modern vessels. Captain Jack, seeing the fascination in Simon's eyes, allowed the historian on board. Simon's respect for Audrey and her history made an impression on Jack, and the two soon found themselves sharing stories of their respective eras under the setting sun. As the wood of Audrey listened to the soft-spoken historian, her heart stirred. The connection was palpable, the bond undeniable. In the quiet of the night, as the moon cast a silvery glow on her wooden form, Audrey found herself falling in love with the man from another time. Under the moonlit night, Simon and Audrey confessed their love for each other, promising to navigate the waters of time together. Determined to break the spell that bound Audrey to her ship form, Simon embarked on an extensive research. His historian instincts kicked in, and he plunged into a sea of ancient texts, folklore, and esoteric manuscripts. He spent his days scouring the libraries of New York, and his nights on board Audrey, engrossed in discussions with Captain Jack, who provided insights from the pirate lore. Understanding the complexity of the task, Simon knew he needed a team. He needed expertise beyond his own. He reached out to his network, assembling a crew of remarkable individuals. The team consisted of learned sailors, scholars well-versed in maritime history, and renowned wizards from across the valley, each lending their unique skill set to the quest. The team's determination and camaraderie were unwavering. They pored over ancient charts, deciphered cryptic texts, and navigated the choppy waters of magical spells. The task was daunting, but the shared goal of freeing Audrey from her wooden confines fueled their resilience. Their efforts bore fruit when they stumbled upon a solution, a complex spell that intertwined elements from the 18th century and the present day. The spell was a delicate blend of past wisdom and modern resources, a synthesis of the old and the new. It required a mix of ingredients from both their times, a symbol of the temporal journey Audrey and Jack had embarked upon. The day of the spell casting was fraught with anticipation. The team assembled on the deck of Audrey, the air thick with magic and hope. Simon, with a steady hand and a resolute heart, led the ritual. The spell was cast, and for a moment, time seemed to hold its breath. Then the ship shimmered. The wooden panels that had once formed Audrey began to transform, not into the familiar figure of the woman they knew, but into mere planks of an ordinary ship. Audrey, in her full human form, stood on the deck, her emerald eyes wide with awe and freedom. As the spell was cast, the ship shimmered, and Audrey was finally free, ready to explore the world she had only seen from a distance.